You're now listening to Sleep Time's Over.
Sleep time is over, baby.
Welcome back, gang, to another episode of Fitness, the other F word. Welcome back to beautiful Studio Havana. Hola and ole. If you don't know, now you know. My name is Summer Lee, aka Jane Lane. Oh. Why, hello.
Let me just say something right now for the record. All right? Week in and week out. You come up with this shtick, you say these things, you say gang and all that.
I do.
And I'm observing from afar.
But are you?
Who is doing anything of afar or near, regardless. All I'm saying is I have been monitoring, I have been observing, I have been recording.
Through the chip from my vaccine, yeah?
Documentation. Week in and week out. We see you on here. We see you in this set by yourself. Mm-hmm. We see some Yahoo running around, pumping the ground.
Doing strange things.
Some other guy is bringing a dog, staring at people, staring at you, staring at myself. All right? All I'm trying to say is I have been doing an experiment in observation, in documentation, to see what no one else can see. Hear things no one else can hear.
A study.
You got that right. So that's
Science.
right. So that's right. I'm back. All right.
I'm back, baby.
I'm back. That's right. Crazy like a fox. And I'm gonna still use that joke. All right. I am happy with the path that I've chosen. You bitch. That's universal. December, April, don't matter.
It's timeless. It truly is timeless.
So I have returned.
Yes.
All right. For the people out there that know me as, what's that gentleman doing out there in the back? Hi, it's me.
It's he.
Yeah. Shout out to people commenting on IG. The gentleman in the back. She didn't even say that.
Who's that fella?
Who's that? Who's that
that
fella?
old rascal?
Who's that gentleman caller? I'm back, baby.
Well, let me give you your intro
why.
then. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll give you your
shit.
official intro then. The man with the plan, Aaron Sakai, aka Daria Morgendorfer. Hey! Come on, he is Daria, right?
Who is that?
Daria.
Daria?
La 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 la
The
la.
cartoon?
Yes, I was Jane Lane.
So I turned. Well, who's Jane Lane? I don't watch this shit.
The best friend, the artsy fartsy best friend with
I
the
wish
hair that was like this. Her hair was like all like
I
this.
vaguely remember this. I just remember Daria as everyone's favorite emo. That's
Yeah.
like the hottest you've ever looked on the show. I just remember Daria,
Yeah, from Beavis and Butthead.
the emo, right. That's about it.
It was a really good show
All right. I guess for all you gals that are, on the run.
of
or
a
just
certain age.
tearing up for no reason. Volumes. Or both. I didn't get it. But we said Daria, I got it. I don't know the other one, Jane Lane. Thought that was the lesbian broad, the one that's in Glee. Well, that's Jane Lynch. Sorry.
They're like nothing alike.
It's Jane. The Jane's in the name.
All right.
All right.
I guess. I mean, fine.
Oh, why did I come back here? Why am I here?
And I'll see you later.
Right? Please.
Okay.
Why
So,
am I here?
This week, what I wanted to talk about was how to kind of see if you can train around injury, or like if you have if you're kind of got some bumps and bruises from an active lifestyle.
I
What
got
are
some
some
bumps and bruises. Let me tell you something. All right? It's called mental bumps and bruises from watching the last 2 weeks of the show, not knowing what the hell's going on. You were wearing a backwards hat, for God's sakes, like you go play catcher at like some place in Hawaii.
I was
I don't know what
okay.
you're doing.
It was kickball.
Right? You still look good though.
I'm trying to,
You did the hair thing just a few minutes ago. Can you do that again?
No,
Can we just
because
focus on
you
that?
only get one time, and then every time else is for
you only
OnlyFans.
get one chance.
Yes.
All right, Eminem. Can you do the? All right, fine.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if I had another phone and wasn't filming this, I'd be like boomeranging your thing.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about this because I have a little bit of a boo-boo because, as some of you may know, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I was rolling with my dad, and he's a 200-pound
I told you
monster of a man. So I had my hand like this on the ground. It was kind of like cupped like this for some reason, and he kind of jumped over me, and his whole body like went like that. So this was like
Cartouche.
this was like a month ago now, where like it's fine to move my hand, but like when I make a fist, it hurts. So like last night we had a production meeting for April 22nd, Return of the Live Show, and I did a fist bump as bros do to Ben. And
shout out the Lord.
Yes, the Lord of Floors. I forgot, and I went dunk, and I was like internally, I was like, oh, it hurts so bad. It was really sore.
You all right?
So
I did
yeah,
not witness that.
I did it on the inside because I'm trying to be rough and tough with my Afro puffs. Reference. So yeah, so it's been on my mind, and like, you know, shout out to my sister Dana, who is an occupational therapist. Thank God she showed me some exercises, which for your hands. So
Right.
I've been doing all these like weird.
Well, you're not left-handed though,
things.
right?
I am not left-handed,
All right.
thankfully. So it's not that bad. But you know, it made me think about that. Like, how do people who are active, and active can mean different things too. Like, there's moms out there and dads with young kids, and you automatically are active even if you never worked out in your life because you got young kids and you're running around after them, and you know, so you get bumps and bruises and stuff like that. So what I wanted to do today, well, first of all, have you ever had like an injury or something where you had to come back from it, and or you know, anything like that, like for you personally? I'm lucky, I knock on wood, I haven't outside of this stuff.
And we're talking physically here. We're not talking.
Yeah, and we're not.
This is not a mental rehab show.
Oh yeah, and we're not medical doctors. This is certainly not medical advice. Okay.
Got that shit right. Okay. As far as physically.
Yes, physical. Because you've done a ton of stuff, right? I mean, skateboarding and all that kind of stuff.
I have never had.
Okay. Okay.
Never had. Nothing that required surgery.
Yeah, or like let's rush to the doctors.
Right. I've never been to physical therapy.
Oh, you've never been to physical therapy? Okay.
So I don't.
Because I have, because of my scoliosis, I get like my shoulder or my knee, and then I'll have to go to physical therapy. But yeah. Oh, okay. So like in that case, what I wanted to do then was kind of get your thoughts on the old school. So like every time you do get like a bump, or, you know what, let me just take a step back and say, if there's something new you're learning today, please talk to your doctor, okay? Don't go and say like, I'm not going to follow my doctor's advice. I'm going to go follow what I heard from two yahoos on a podcast, okay? This is, if I share something new with you, this is just for you to go research and then go talk to a doctor or a physical therapist. This is just information. I just want to make that very clear. This is not me saying, do this.
Do we really think Mrs. Drizzy is just going to not follow?
She really loves me, okay?
I know she does.
I'm just saying.
It's really kind of a sick joke at this point, but
that's not a joke.
It's not a joke. That's why it's such a sick joke. Okay?
Yeah.
We get it. Mrs. Drizzy is madly, deeply, harshly in love with the Swayze 808. So I don't think she's gonna take that advice and just run off. I don't think so. I think she will listen to you.
Yeah, I did, but I just want to be safer than sorry, because you never know. That's all.
Well, then I'm gonna say shout out to Mr. Drizzy. I don't think he will do as well. I think people, what it comes down to is common sense or not. Mm-hmm. And then when you look at the common sense of the situation, what is the first thing people who don't work out when they get injured do? They get hurt, and then they stop everything.
They stop.
And they don't move it.
Yes.
And I need to lie down all day.
Yes.
That's it.
Absolutely. That's right.
The total opposite of what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
So that's all you need to look at here.
Yes.
If you're a person that goes and stubs your toe, goes and rolls your ankle, or a shoulder sore, something.
Yep.
I'm just going to lay in bed all day because I need to rest it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's not the way to go.
That is not.
Nobody will agree to that. No one. So you look at that as step one.
Yeah.
How bad you got hurt?
Yes, the severity of
How
it.
sharp is the pain?
Yeah.
The 1 to 10 cliche scale. 10 is really bad. 1 is nah. So if you can determine if it's like at a 9 or 10, all right, let's go check it out.
Let's go. We need to see a doctor.
Drink a lot of fluids. If it's 2 or 3, all right, you're not gonna die,
Yeah, yeah.
but you gotta move it around or it becomes stiff. If it becomes
Right.
stiff, more so not gonna move.
Yeah.
It's the shoulder injury people.
It
It's
is.
classic.
Yes.
The rotator cuff people.
The rotator cuff
You know,
people.
go back to the old Honolulu club
Good old
with all the
rest
old
in power.
senior citizens that like to say gentlemen. So with the senior citizens, all of them got shoulder problem.
Yeah.
All of them got rotator cuff problem. And then they all say, yeah, you know, I don't know. And then they always got to do this in front of you.
Yeah. They do
You
this.
know, I don't know what this is supposed to. Oh, sorry, audio people. But you know, I don't know what this is supposed to. You know, if this go,
The
it doesn't
chicken
go
wing.
back. And then you know, I cannot raise my arm like this. You know,
I used to go all the way up like this.
no,
and
no
I
can anymore.
I cannot.
So then they give you the demonstration.
Yes, that's always the demo.
Right, and it's usually because they're benching. Their
Way too
posture
much mention.
sucks.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So a combination of both.
Yes.
And then from there, they're just not gonna do anything, or they're gonna keep benching, or they're just not gonna touch it, and they're just gonna be, oh, I'm so stiff. I just don't know. I just try to rest them. I'm not gonna go back to the gym for maybe not a couple, 4-5 years, and then
that
that's
should do it. That should do it.
And then you have this thing called frozen shoulder. Oh, how you get that thing frozen shoulder?
my
That thing stuck because you didn't move it.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
All the senior citizens have it. Not all.
A shocking amount though.
About a good 80%.
Yes.
That still might be good. You know who you are, people, okay? But that's a common thing, and that's a common
It
thing with
is.
injuries.
It is.
Move it around.
Well, and
Don't
it's
mind it.
what and okay, so along with that, you know how before they would have that whole rest, ice, compression, elevation.
Right.
And like, have you heard now they're saying, some pain experts are saying actually it should be just compression and elevation.
Oh,
Like along with what Aaron's saying, you shouldn't be resting. You should be trying to move as much as possible. But even the fact of ice, they're saying now is not.
yeah.
You shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, heat's moved and become trendy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because has it been popular in the past and then not popular and now kind of like
That's
the cycle?
all, it's always recycled.
Oh, okay.
It's all okay. You know, all this fitness information is all recycled.
True.
It's all put at the forefront, not put at the forefront.
And they slap a new name on it or something, right?
That's it.
Okay.
So heat is beneficial.
Yeah.
Ice was the old school thing.
Yeah.
It works for once again, everybody's different.
Okay.
Try both. and
Yeah, I
see.
guess so, right?
Elevate
Yeah.
is always the thing. I mean, elevate's universal
Yes.
because that's to help with blood flow and circulation. Because if you're keeping the leg up or whatever you're keeping up or down, it's going to help move it around because it's not used to that maneuver. It's not used to that being in that position. That's
Yeah.
the elevation factor.
Right.
So that's universal.
And then, like, what do you think of well, I think people in the CrossFit community are pretty familiar with it, but it's basically like those inner tubes, bicycle inner tubes that they cut open. So it's just that rubber
Oh,
thing, and you just wrap it. I've used it and I like it. So basically, it's a form
Yeah.
of compression where you. So for instance, if my elbow was, this is just for the video people, I guess, but if my elbow was sore, I would wrap it with this
yeah.
rubber elastic thing,
Yeah.
and then do a lot of like movement. And then when you take it off, all the blood goes flushing through. I found it helps. Like,
Yeah.
have you
Well,
used that kind of stuff before?
That's old school too, because that's old school. If you're bleeding, how do you stop the bleeding? You tie them up tight,
Tie it up.
cut
Yeah.
the blood flow.
Yeah.
Right. Any type of situation. If you have a tendonitis, you get the body glove, elbow
Yeah.
thing,
That's
brace,
right. The brace.
knee brace,
Yeah.
to limit the movement so you don't overextend or hyperextend, all that shit. So it's science, really. It's logical.
Yeah.
You cut off the blood flow and you just maneuver it. So then when the blood flow enters, it'll be into a new type of realm as it enters the area again. If that makes sense.
Because it's really about getting that blood flow to the area in terms of for those
That's all it
minor injuries, right? You're
It's
just
all
trying to
circulation.
get circulation to heal the body.
You
Yeah.
injure something, you get stiff, lack of circulation.
Lack of circulation.
That's It's like when you massage. The massage feels good because circulation is going all over the place.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
maneuvering
yeah.
all kind of things when the person pushing on you.
That's
That's
right.
it.
That's right.
So circulation.
Have you ever done like the in that realm of like trying to do these modalities for recovery and stuff like that active release technique, that really aggressive? I used to do it a lot when I was competing.
Yep.
The most painful thing, but I found that it helped.
Yeah, and that's another old school thing as well.
It's like ancient Chinese stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it comes down to everybody different. It comes down to your injury, what it is, how severe it is. Go from there.
yeah,
That's it. Don't lie in bed all day.
that's the bottom line, right?
Right. If you sprain your ankle, lying in bed all day ain't gonna do shit.
No.
All right. That's it.
Yeah.
Just try to use logic. But when it comes to the people's bodies, they like to throw logic out, strangely,
Yeah.
or they don't want to go and take that step to make it better. I don't know. It's a weird psychological factor.
It
people
is
have.
psychological, yeah.
If a person doesn't work out at all ever, and then gets injured, what is that person's reaction to that injury? How are they going to react? Are they going to try to get better and try to rehab it? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Are they going to just prefer to just be like, I just can't move, I need to just lie down? Probably.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of a weird defense mechanism.
It is.
It's kind of a weird, I'm injured now, so I'm broken technically, so I just need to not move.
Yeah, like everything gets shut
Shut
down.
it down.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a weird psychological.
Because we're
factor.
not designed for that. We're designed to keep moving.
You would think so.
Yeah.
When it comes to a person's body, they're not as confident in that thinking.
Okay.
It's
okay.
very strange.
Because like I remember when my dad had surgery for something, and he didn't want to take the prescribed pain meds, and the doctor said no, because he was, you get scared that you're gonna get hooked on it, because they're pain meds or opioids.
Yeah.
So, but the doctor was like, no, you need to follow the directions because this will help you to move. We
Right.
want you to move. That's why
Right.
you take the meds, is so that you're not sitting down all day. And that always stuck with me, that, oh yeah, the movement is the healing, not you sitting in bed, with the covers up and
Yes.
cocooning.
Yes. Spooning yourself.
Yeah, I mean, spooning is fine, but
By yourself?
no.
That's another issue.
That's another episode. We're gonna have to cover that.
Yeah.
It's mental health part 2.
Yeah, Valentine's Day just passed. You're gonna have the classic. I don't want to take any medicine.
Yeah.
I don't like drugs. I get it.
Yeah.
They want to go the all natural route. You can, but you still gotta move around.
Yeah.
All natural doesn't mean you're gonna naturally lie down. You're gonna naturally bundle up and spoon yourself. You're gonna go
Naturally
and
cry in
move
pain.
around.
Yeah.
You could cry. That's fine. But move around when you're crying at
Yeah.
least.
Do both. Not
Try
one
two
or
birds
the
with one
other.
stone here.
Yeah.
So just go with that, and that's how you're gonna determine. But people just don't. It's a strange thing. I don't know how to even break that down, but it is a thing. It's true. People, they just
It's this protective.
protect themselves, right?
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Because like there is this other guy, this I guess what is his PhD in? I follow him on Instagram. Lane Norton. Have you heard of him? He's
Oh.
a power lifter, and his PhD is in is it exercise physiology or nutrition? I think it's in something in nutrition. But anyway, he got injured, and he was talking about how he's purposely kind of training around the injury because supposedly the pain science now is saying a lot of recovery is, if you do have an injury, is built around training. It kind of in line with what you're saying about it being a mental thing. You're training your body to relax those pain receptors and those protective methods in your body. You're training it to decrease that so you can move. Like it's actually safe. You're training your body that it's safe to be in these movements.
It's another mind-body connection
Yeah.
situation. I mean, I didn't say I had to go surgery or anything, but I did have problems with shoulder injuries as far as, for example, I do remember several years ago when I was doing a press above my head with a barbell and bringing the weight back down.
Yeah.
The compression of the weight dropping down
Oh.
hit this shoulder here.
Okay.
So it was in actuality sharp pain.
Yes.
Where I couldn't just do that kind of thing. So what am I to do? I just had to keep it moving. And I just had to keep it moving. Well, one, because I know of the job I have to, keep moving around.
Yeah.
But actually having to exercise with that and do all the things that are going to be associated with that shoulder.
Yes.
All the shoulder exercises that you may know out there. I just did them. Obviously not as heavy.
Right.
But you just move them.
Yeah. You're right.
You do mobility things with a stick. If you see the people who do things with a stick.
Yeah.
And then they go up and do the pass-throughs, and then you see people with bands. They put the band on the pole. And
I did a lot of that.
They do it in the classic, this kind of thing.
Yeah, the rotator cuffs.
Everybody doing this at home.
Everybody's doing this.
Every senior citizen, they just show up, drink coffee, do this 20 times on each arm, go say we're out. Okay?
But the best part is, it's like, you're supposed to be like, there's a technique to this, and they're just like, yes, I was telling the guy, I was telling my friend on the golf course. It's like, that's not how you do it.
Just there to hang out, talk gossip, smoke after. So it's all of those kind of things, and I went to a not a shoulder specialist, but like a sports nutrition guy, because I was like, maybe this is serious. Maybe this is something legit.
Yeah, right.
Because it just was very sharp.
It's bothering you.
I went to the doctor, that specialist. I'd never been to this specialist before. I don't even remember where it is. It's in town. And then he's just telling me, we should start you on pain meds and physical therapy and all that, to get x-ray. That's what he wanted me to do, get x-ray.
Oh, okay.
Like that kind of stuff. And I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because I just was tired.
I just didn't want to do it.
And I just didn't want to do it. And it went away.
Oh, okay.
It's strangely, for me, it went away.
I see. Okay.
It was because it was really bad. It was, to describe, I really couldn't lift my arm above my head. It took a great struggle to do video people this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I was really worried.
I would be, yeah.
Right? So, and then it just went away. So there was that.
Interesting.
I got another one for you. I don't know how this is going to tie in, but this is an injury. It's nothing. So I was in New York. This is in 2019, ironically.
Hey.
In the old world, BC.
Yeah.
Before
BC.
COVID. So in New York, it's cold. It's December.
Okay.
As you may know, and people out there, when you're in New York, if you're in the city, you're going to be on the subway, you're going to be walking. Do a lot of walking, walking fast, right?
Yes.
So as you're doing so, you're walking fast, walking to the subway, my left knee got really, really sore, like really tight.
Oh.
Very strangely. Where I couldn't go down the stairs. I would need to have to hold on to the railings and kind of jump.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
So it was really, I could still walk and everything. I would just kind of tough through it, but it was really sore. It was like a 9.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like,
okay.
Fuck is this?
Seriously, yeah.
And then I just pushed through it. I pushed through it, but on the airplane where you can't move your legs because you're bent.
Right.
It was like, holy shit, I'm going to have to get surgery or something. I'm like, wow, I've never had this happen before. So the leg is like excruciating
throbbing.
Pain. Throbbing. I'm trying to just move it up and down and just do the whole leg extension thing.
Yeah.
But it was baffled. So in the plane, hell, New York, I toughed it out. Arrive Oahu.
Okay.
As we're walking to the baggage claim, it goes away.
No way. Are you serious?
This true fucking story. It magically just went away. And I'm like, wait, there's nothing. What? Why? And then I just took a chance and I just jumped. And I was like, oh.
No problem.
Nothing. And it went completely away. So there's that. And I'm dead serious out there. This is a true story. It was really bad.
Maybe you're allergic to New York City.
No, New York is my town. It's my town. City is mine. But I'm thinking it's the cold. Because it
gotta
was
be
very
the cold.
cold.
Yeah.
So that's another factor, everybody. Because when people talk about injuries and weather affecting it, it's too cold. It's affecting my sacroiliac.
Sacroiliac.
That's like such a 50s reference. Like only senior citizens Honolulu Club will know what the sacroiliac is.
They're intimately aware of what that is and
right.
why it's a concern.
There was an old Dennis the Menace episode, the black and white live action one, where somebody on the show was like, I have a really bad sacroiliac, so I need to lie on this incubator.
The live action is so old.
And that was in 59.
Yes.
So sacroiliac was hot back in 59. But it was
that was the hot girl shit.
Yeah, so nobody tell you what hot and cold. But the weather affects certain injuries.
Yeah,
weather affects the back. Weather affects the knee, obviously.
Yeah.
So it was just I just wasn't accustomed to very cold because it was very cold there. It was New York in winter.
It was New York in winter.
So I think it's just for me, just not being accustomed to that. Something happened, and then something strained. And once I got back to the warm weather of what I'm used to, it brought it back. So I got my own heat recovery from just returning to an island that was not like 10 degrees.
Tropical island.
Right. That was my whole entire body heat compression.
That
True
is
story.
so strange.
And not too long ago.
Yeah.
Because I was really worried. As I'm walking downstairs in New York and walking all over the place, like, the fuck? And then it just magically went away.
Because it was always painful whenever you were walking.
It was painful. I just toughed it out. Like if we had to bus it, and we had, I gotta run someplace. I'm gonna run someplace, and I'll just tough it out. But at the end of the day, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that's
so
that's not fun. Okay,
it's strange like that.
Yeah.
So getting back to injuries, it could be the weather relating to the injury itself.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
So yeah.
Well, like, and I wonder too, like in my case, I wonder if like me having scoliosis has done something to some of my pain receptors, because like I remember the chiropractor I was seeing, he was working on the shoulder, because like with my scoliosis, it's actually pushing my right shoulder forward, so it's kind of doing this.
Oh.
And he's like moving it around, and he's like, "It's not sore when I do all this stuff, Summer." And I'm like, "No." And I look at him, he's like, "Should be."
Yeah.
And he's like, doing all these things.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah, so those pain receptors, it's a weird thing. It really is a weird thing.
That is a classic move for shoulder. You press on something over here and then you move it, but you keep pressing on it, it'll get you to where you gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a thing.
Okay. So. Yeah, it's such a strange thing. So like, and then what do you think of like those Theraguns and stuff? Have you ever tried any of those things?
I have never tried one of these things.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna say anything.
I've used them. They feel good. I have no idea if I don't know.
That's good. I haven't felt good in decades, so maybe I do need the Theragun. It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, I've heard research that says that, because it's basically a form of massage therapy. Massage therapy, how is it, like, it's great for like feeling good, for just overall feelings of wellness.
Yeah.
But that it doesn't necessarily help with sports performance.
I don't think it helps with sports performance.
Okay.
I mean, depending if you're trying to recover or you're too stiff or something. I don't know. That's a debatable
I don't know
one.
either. I know.
I don't know if getting massage all the time is going to help you jump further.
Yeah, because
faster.
They're marketing those Theraguns for, like they're saying like, oh, your hips are tight, so you just, you
I can understand that.
Run the gun.
It's all recovery.
Yeah.
I get it, but I don't know if it will improve performance. It will help recover.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it makes you better.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like steroids.
Well, it seems like the marketing is alluding to.
Of course, that's all these fucking guys.
Yeah, so that's just
everybody's gonna say they're the best and they're gonna make you better.
Yeah,
that's the marketing cliche from day one.
Right.
Or whatever is gonna make you better because you suck right now.
You're just trash.
We want you to be better. You take our shit. That's been the rhetoric for how long? For all these,
Yeah.
Buyer beware.
Plus, it's really expensive. The Theragun,
Right.
It's like $300 or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
If it makes you feel good, it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And more power to you. We need stuff to make us feel good. All right. I don't think it's gonna make you better.
Yeah.
I looked right at you when you. So, just saying, if it should be night when we're talking about these things, but it's not. If you want to get it, recovery's fine. Foam roller is fine. Stretching is fine. All of it is fine.
Yeah.
Using the lacrosse ball.
Oh yeah.
And like going into the pinpointed areas of tightness. Of course, it'll help loosen you up. Mm-hmm. Help you recover so you don't injure yourself. But if there's something that will improve you, it will be like you're gonna not be as injury or stiff. That would be your improvement. It's not gonna make you a better athlete.
Yeah,
I don't think I've been in that realm.
In that realm, I agree.
Like if you're jumping at 7, 7 inches or something, you're not going to jump the 10 inches when you're going to...
No.
I don't even know what that means, jumping 7 inches, 10 inches. What does that even mean?
Maybe you meant 70?
I don't know. Once again, it should be a night show when I just mentioned
That's what
that.
she said. But yeah. Okay. No, you're right. I was thinking about that too because at one point when I was competing, I was getting all into recovery because I was training so hard.
Right.
And I was ending up spending an extra 30 minutes to 45 minutes in the gym because I'm doing this whole recovery cool down protocol every time I trained of using like the foam roller and then you do distracting with the band.
Of course.
And I'm like, Jesus, I've been here for like 4 hours.
Yep.
So then it's like...
Jeepers.
I know.
God, you sound like a little... Sorry.
I am from
4 hours.
1952.
Yeah, like, gosh. You have a sacroiliac?
Have you had problems with your sacroiliac joint?
Sacroiliac blow? It'll take over 10,000 sacroiliacs to cure one sacroiliac. Fucking hell. Gosh, I came back to this. Yep, I'm back, baby. Yep.
Making sacroiliac joint
That's
jokes.
it. Yep, sacroiliac bowls.
Okay, well, yeah.
What do we got now? Is this time to...
Yeah, I just wanted today to just...
Swayze 808 at sleeptimesover.com. Is that time?
It's about that time, yes. No, I just wanted to bring this stuff up that, like, this is like you said, it's a lot of this is mental. A lot of this is kind of wrapping your head around managing your pain, and it's not something to just be like, okay, well, I got a boo-boo, so I'm going to just sit this one out. And then it's now 6 months later,
It's just common sense, using logic. I mean, there's a little bit of, I don't want to say tough it out, but I'm going to say tough it out.
To a degree, yeah. I mean...
Because, just things are going to happen. Things get hurt. No one likes pain, but can you tolerate pain?
Yeah. Just keep moving, right? I mean, that's the bottom line.
You gotta
just keep moving,
Don't
keep
lie
training.
in bed.
Yeah.
As great as it would be to have a bed day, yeah, that actually would be great.
That would be wonderful.
But it depends if you're spooning yourself or not. But if you're not spooning yourself,
then it's great.
God, that sounds just so... Who's that guy behind there? That guy behind there, so funny walking around.
That fella.
I'm not even gonna... Is this Swayze 808 at Gmail? You might as well open that one up too.
I thought we moved on
The
from
debut
Gmail.
of the new returning
The
email.
new old email.
Gmail's back.
It never went away.
Yeah, I figured. Are you getting any new emails?
I have. I'm keeping up for. So that'll probably be the next
shit.
the next episode.
How many emails you got? Okay, since I've been gone, that's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
How many emails have you got in the last 2 weeks?
Oh, I don't know. Let me think. I don't.
Because there's so many of them, we just can't scroll them all.
No, I just can't remember.
You just can't use the mouse and just do.
I haven't looked in a while.
You haven't looked in a while.
I haven't looked in a while. I get a lot of emails. Okay.
You do?
I mean, from for work, from school, and all that
Shit.
stuff.
All right, so you
Science.
if you supposedly have emails, so be it. That's gonna be next week or something. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna do that next week.
All right.
Yeah.
And then April 22nd, which will be next.
Right
These are
around the
back
corner,
on.
gang.
So there's that. I guess I'm gonna put out the fact too that if you want to attend this
Oh yes,
gala,
shindig.
make a reservation, just in case.
I would.
OpenTable.com, just in case, because it packs up quick. I'm not sure if they take walk-ins, quite frankly. The bar is open, so I'm not sure how they're doing that.
Yeah, it's a good question.
So I've seen we were there last night as we were recording this Friday. We went on Thursday, which is the day of the show each week, and the crowd it's scattered everywhere. But you make a reservation.
It's because it's full. Like
yeah.
So. You're not. I mean, you're not. It's not going to be like this, but every table was taken.
Yeah, right. You're not going to be licking each other.
Not yet. Okay, hang on. Tier 4 is around the corner, you freaks. Okay.
Yeah. Vaccine or not. But I think you need to make a reservation.
Yeah,
right.
I would.
So just add that little...
And the earlier the better, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the earlier to get your reservation, the better. Not saying don't reserve a table at like 4.
We won't be there.
Yeah, no one will be there. Yeah.
Someone might, but then yes, just don't make it around 6:30, 6:45. Yeah, don't hesitate to do that because it does. It took me a while to make the meeting for the show. It was hard for me to get a reservation for that.
Yeah.
So,
but if you've never been, check out the Instagram Workplay Hawaii, Workplay HI.
yeah, very nice.
It's a really nice place. Because, gang, I don't go out, so if I say that, that means something.
That
okay?
means something, right?
It means something.
And there's outdoor seating as well.
Yes.
There's TVs everywhere, so wherever you sit, you don't have to sit in front of the stage.
Yeah, you'll be able to see the
You
show.
can see everything. There's private rooms, whiskey rooms. So, yeah, it's pretty convenient in that sense.
Yeah,
So,
and the sound system is really great. There's a lot of AV stuff that's really top notch, so you'll have a really great experience, I think.
it's pretty good. You said AV like that.
I know what I'm talking about, you know?
For a split second, I was like, what? Oh, audio visual.
Trying to zhuzh this up.
It's too far gone.
Okay.
What are we? Is this it?
Yes,
Okay,
this
do
is
your
it.
goodbye. This is the part where you get all caught up in. Do a goodbye. I'm gonna let it give you the floor.
Thank you, fella. Okay, gang. Yeah, so if you do have a question, Swayze808 at sleeptimesover.com. Get your merch at sleeptimesover.com.
Yeah, that's great.
Never mind, Nation.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. And
Always look fabulous in the shirts.
I don't ever take them off.
Well, you take off your pants. So
Well, I don't have any pants on right now, so it doesn't really
Which is
matter.
the reason why you're here.
Hi-yo!
If not, you'd be gone a long time ago.
I know what's
Right.
happening here. But anyway, as always, thank you, gang, for joining us. Join us next
Thank
week.
you.
And
Thank you,
until
everyone.
then, wash your damn hands.